Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today, you guys. I am back today, not only with more orb, I am back today with the penultimate episode of the season, of the series. We had so much going on last time, you guys. It was a lot, and a lot of things come to my attention. So I'm going to get into it, but before I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know exactly what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. I'm sending you those big old hugs right through that screen. If you're joining me on the YouTubes, thank you for being here. I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Helps me in my channel so very much. I also hope maybe, just maybe, you'll check out the link to my Patreon. It's going to be in that description down below. You get full-length, early access, uncut, unfiltered reactions going back years now to all different kinds of shows and anime. I hope you'll check that out, and thank you in advance for that. Alright guys, we just had such an episode last time. I mean, like, I don't even know where to begin, because, like, Novak's gotta be, like, one of the best done anime characters of all time. He really seriously does, because I never was able to decide on how I felt about him, ever. He always had, like, at all times, he always had a blend of, like, stuff going on. Hi, Buffy. Buffy, I don't know if you saw her in the, I wasn't looking, but apparently Buffy is here. She's laying down. But yeah, he always had a mix of stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like, you could never just be like, oh, he's that guy. He's that guy, and this is how I feel about him. No. Like, yes, he tortured people. Yes, he didn't seem to think very much of it in the moment. He was like, I'm just doing my job. That's what I'm doing. But we know it went farther than that for him. And now we know, he even had his doubts about it and was like, nah, you know, I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm doing the Lord's work. I think the scene with Rafal was so good, because everything about Rafal in that scene was such an amazing reflection of how all the things that Novak was not really able to confront within himself his entire life, pretty much, his entire working life. And Rafal is the one to be the avatar for that, was so fitting as well. Like, it just, the whole thing was just... And it was sad. Like, and the thing about Novak was, you couldn't, even if you're like, okay, this is him, this is what he's doing in his work, this is how he feels, he also was a family man, you know? Like, and he was, honestly, like, there were times I was rooting for him, as awful as that sounds. Like, maybe not rooting for him, but, like, I was more on his side, depending on the situation. Even in that final confrontation with Antony, I'm like, how is Novak somehow a better, or at least more sincere person than like, we've watched him kill all of our friends. You know what I mean? How does it evoke this from me? Also, Draka's ending was so good. I just really appreciated everything that they did with Draka. I think for having such a short time, like, we really weren't with her that long, I think she had an amazing journey. I think seeing how she grew and how she came to feel about just her life philosophy in general. And then for her to just, oh man, I called it. I called it with her just dying, looking at the sunrise. It was so beautifully done. It was so tragically done, but it was so beautifully done. I think hers may have been the most, I don't want to say beautiful death, but, like, yeah, kind of like the most, I don't think beautiful or inspiring are quite the words I'm looking for, but I think you see where I'm going with it, you know? Like, it was certainly not uplifting, but, like, in a way you knew, I mean, even Oxy and Badani, like, it was pointed out to me after that you can see the, like, shooting star after they pass, like, you know that they went to heaven. So, like, there is always some kind of silver lining, even when we lose our friends, you know what I'm saying? But, like, hers was especially, like, I don't know, there was something kind of, there was almost like a beauty to be found in it, I feel like. I'm going to get myself teared. I can't get teared up before we even start the episode, you guys. Really, seriously cannot. But yeah, so, and Novak's death being such a tearjerker, like, I think I cried during that entire thing. Yeah, and so that brings us to You know, we saw her, like, send a message off, but I don't know, like, I think the whole point, from what I'm kind of hearing from people, the whole point is that, like, none of that ever really made it. Like, none of that ever, I'm like, oh, she's sending a message and maybe they'll still, like, be able to get this off to the printing press or something. Like, but there is no printing press. So, like, I don't know. I seriously, I was like, how are we doing this? From what I understand of what people are telling me, the point is that none of that ever makes it out. None of it ever makes it to the light of day up to what we're seeing now with Albert. And Albert is our next protagonist. No, we don't know Albert. I have been told some things about Albert. I'm going to keep them to myself for now, just on the off chance that it is anything kind of remotely spoilery. I don't think it's really spoilery, but because see, on a show like this, there's a lot they just never tell you, you know. But just in case, you know, we are still on the penultimate episode. And if anyone's watching just an episode at a time with me, I don't want to be responsible for even giving anything away. But there are some things I know about Albert, and we'll get more into that when I'm done with each episode. Speaking of which, Leonie has blessed me with some notes for each episode, for episode 24 and episode 25, which I am so thrilled about, because I am told that the next two episodes are going to be very complicated in terms of interpreting them and understanding everything that's going on. So I have some notes, and I'm going to read them. I'm going to read, she separated them into about two episodes, which was very, thank you, Leonie. Thank you for blessing me. I'm going to read, you know, each one at the end of each episode in the reaction. Like, we'll end the episode and then I'll read them, because, you know, on the chance that, well, it's really not a big, honestly, there's a pretty decent chance I'm not going to get what's going on if it's that kind of complicated. So I think reading that right after we're done will really help me to be able to understand what I just saw, and then we can discuss it in my post discussion. So yeah, guys, oh man, I already got a tear rolling down my face just talking about Draka. What are you gonna do? All right, guys. Oh, I'm scared. I'll be honest with you. I've been really like I'm anxious. Like, my nerves have been up, like, leading up to this finale for a lot of reasons. One, I'm bittersweet on an ending. Two, I'm like, legitimately, I want to know what's going on. And I guess three, just because it's the finale. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's jump into the almost finale of Orb. Let's do this. Right. This is where we left off last time. So this is somebody that is interested, or was interested, but it's not any longer. Are we disrespecting his bread? Are we dissing his bread right now? Okay. We're making it more potent bread, I guess? Breadier bread? Yeah, if it's something you love. You're fooling yourself, bro. Oh! We know them. A purpose? Yeah, a purpose, basically. As a unique purpose. We're going to be using that in these reactions. Yeah. Mine is watching stuff. That's my arate. Yeah, when you found your calling, you know what I mean? Is bread really your purpose? Bread is my purpose. Eating bread. You're meant for more than just bread, Albert. Oh, we're pointing. Constellations. We're like, wow. Okay, this person really does know that. Whoa. Something traumatic happened related to astronomy, and that's why we have never gone back to astronomy. Is that what's going on here? Nada-demo. Are we getting Nada-demo? Nada-demo. Okay, we're changing it though, because now it's Albert. I am told there's changes in the intro, so I'm going to watch. Does that part feel different? Like cutting? No, I guess we always do that. I feel like the screens we're cutting away to are different. Okay, let's watch. Okay, I think that's the same. I think that, yeah, because we had, that was in there before. Pretty sure that was the, oh, that's different! We're showing all of them, all the ones who have come up to this point. I'm pretty sure that's different, you guys. I could be wrong. Oh, but any with the, I think that was the same. Wasn't there somebody there before? Oh, yeah, that was in there. Yeah, this is all the same as before. And I think he's the one pointing in that. That's what I feel like, that was mentioned, that we got Rob, that we know where that scene of Rafal came from. Oh, that's different! Oh, why am I crying? I don't know why. I don't know why I'm crying when I see them. I mean, we know why I'm crying when I see them, but... New priest. Okay. Are we even in the same place where we were? I forget where they said we were last time. Are we like near where we've kind of been spending this whole time or no? Oh, is that a confessional? Somebody... Oh! Oh God, who's... Oh no, who's the priest? Is the priest somebody we know? Is the priest gonna be somebody we know? Okay. Is this kind of like a new... Is this like when they invented? Yeah, okay. I guess maybe the confessional wasn't a thing before this point. Oh, this person invented a confessional. We all know what it is, so. We're just here for the bread. Honest. Oh, but you're the first confessor. Come on. It's an exciting thing. Is there something more to that? Oh, we hit a nerve. I'm just leaving the bread. This priest is hitting some nerves. Oh God. Okay, we're gonna have to guess whose person is based off of this. Oh. Okay. We're using some psychology here. What was it? How? Oh. Okay. Oh. That's kind of where Oxy was going with his stuff. Kind of the idea that if we all kept learning, the world would be a better place. Right, we know that most like folks cannot. That's not a thing, you know. Like Oxy had to learn to read and everything. Ooh, did we somehow get our hands on some stuff? That's why we're turned off to it. At the time, probably, yeah. Aww. It's affected one way or another so many of our friends that we've met. And here is little Harry, I'm guessing. He's gonna stumble upon something he shouldn't. Yeah, what can this tell us about the whole process? I don't think that any discovery is ever a waste, though, because you never know what might kind of come together to... This is just my opinion. Because learning is fun. Because why would you not want to know about something that you love, you know? It's your passion. Oh. Think critically, perhaps, is kind of where we're going with it. Oh, knowledge can be dangerous in a world like this. Who is it? What? No way! Wait a second. I'm sorry. What? Rafal? How is Rafal here? How is Rafal here? And he's older! I'm pretty sure this isn't like an alternate timeline or anything. What is happening? What? Okay, wait. Is this supposed to be... Is this... literal? Or is I mean, what? This is his backstory. So, like, how the heck? Okay. Orb, for the most part, is pretty grounded, okay? I don't think we've been flung into an alternate timeline. You know, I don't think this is like a work of fiction. I mean, this is an actual character in the future of what we've been watching. I don't know how the heck you explain Rafal being there. I don't know how you explain Rafal being there. I don't know how you explain that. That's a little brain breaking. The only thing I can think is that this is not, like, none of this is literal. Like, he's reading a book. Rafal never made a book or anything. Because remember how Yolenta said, oh, you can meet people who have been dead for years if you read a book. But, like, Rafal never wrote a book. Unless somebody did get a hold of everything at one point and made a collection of works that was, you know, here's, you know, this person discovered this and this person discovered that. And, like, it had info of, like... But then, like, how would he be picturing him? So that's the only thing I can think of. Because, like, I'm pretty sure this is not supposed to be, like, some kind of spirit realm or alternate universe. Like, that doesn't feel orb to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like a sci-fi. Like, it's a pretty grounded show for what it is. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can think is, like, he's actually reading a book right now. And it's telling about Rafal. And he's like, that's the only thing I can think. Why is Rafal there? Or, I mean, if they're gonna, okay, I'm just gonna put this out there right now. If they're gonna be like, it was all a dream. He dreamed up. Oh my God. No, that's not it. That's not it. I was gonna say, what if, like, none of what we saw ever happened? And it was, like, a fiction made up by this person. No, that's not. Nah. That's too far-fetched. And that takes away a lot, I feel like, from, oh, that actually happened and they actually did, like, suffer and die for what they believed in. You know what I mean? But, I mean, if you want to start breaking some brains out here, throw not a kid, by the way, adult Rafal, like, he just lived like nothing ever happened. The thing is, though, we've jumped quite a bit ahead into the future. Like, even if they were going to try to, like, feed us, like, it was all a dream. Rafal lived. It was all Rafal's fever dream, and he lived. That age does not add up. Because we jumped way, like, if you consider, the first jump we did was, like, 10 years. Then we jumped, like, another, I mean, we were, like, at one point, several decades into the future. Like, 12 plus, like, 50 would, I mean, he's, like, maybe supposed to be 18, 19, 20 here. So, like, I don't know what the fudge is happening. I really honestly do not. I got nothing. I got nothing. Rafal's here, you guys. Deal with it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Deal with it. He's here. Oh, he's gonna give us... Oh, yeah. It's when he was... Oh, so this is Rafal then. This isn't just some guy who looks like Rafal and his name Rafal. A lot of people have looked up and been changed by what they saw. It kind of makes you feel a little bit small and like there's something more. He what? He's got to be like, he lived on through his theory or something. You know what I mean? I don't think any knowledge is meaningless. Yeah. Like, you're doing good research here, friend. Is this one right here? Rafal's gonna school you. And this is where we learn to do the finger constellation thing. Oh. Oh. And that's Sagittarius. Wow, that broke his brain. I mean, it kind of looks a little bit like a bunch of lines. It's a little bit easier to remember. It's like a mnemonic device. Well, that means more than the surface level explanation. If you start to make connections, you'll see a lot more. Right, we've all kind of attributed our own meaning. A wanderer. I think he's starting to. Thaumazein. What does that mean? It's curiosity. Right, that feeling that you get where you're overwhelmed and you need to know more. Yeah, it's beautiful. Right after watching Dr. Stone, this hits different too. Right. That's so beautiful. Oh, and you did, friends. You did. They're really just going to do this to me right now. They're really just going to do this to me. They're going to drag me through the mud. Wow. Well, I don't know how this is happening. I mean, this isn't a ghost. Like, I don't think this is... This isn't that show. But this is Rafal. Yeah. Your heart's gotta be in it. Yeah. Let that keep you going. Of course you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't, Rafal. Oh my God. Nice. I don't know what that means, but great. It's worth it then. It's worth it. Oh, it's passion for learning. Passion for getting closer to that thing that captivates you. What now? Okay. Is this like a... this is passed down maybe from the movement that Yolenta got started? That all of them got started, really. Oh, let me guess. He got involved and someone found out and the dad took the rap and the dad died. And then he was like, I'm never going to learn again. I'm calling it. I still got no idea how Rafal's here, but... Oh, this is all so nice so far. Oh, wow. That's a... Oh, I'm trying to see if there's like anyone else that we know here. No. Oh. We're freely and openly discussing all kinds of knowledge and ideas. And we seem pretty excited about it. This is really something. It's all going to get shut down. Let me guess. We're just gonna, you know what, guys? We're just gonna drop this on you. Adult Rafal, go. I need those notes like I need oxygen. Wow. Okay, first of all, just put Rafal aside for a second, okay? Because, like, all our brains are breaking over Rafal. Don't worry about Rafal for a minute. Let's talk about what they actually were telling us, you know? Now, what I do find interesting is that this isn't just, like, you know, this is some person who just happens to look like him and has his name, but, like, this is not Rafal. This, like, has the same principles as Rafal. And what we're seeing is, sorry, I have a hair stuck on my lip gloss because I always do. What we're seeing is him fostering the kind of passion and curiosity and love for learning and knowledge, that thirst for knowledge, that philosophy, and I dare say like any type of science, and you know, I'm coming right off Dr. Stone with this, so it's just a really good stepping stone, no pun intended, to go from Dr. Stone to this. But I will say that like it all starts with like either you're missing something and you're like, life could be easier with that, or like you really are just you're curious, you know? Like it all starts with kind of like, dare I say, a little bit of like almost like a greed, like a thirst for knowing more and learning more. All right, guys, I've not even opened these notes, so go into my email and find this, because I didn't even open them yet. I wanted to save them just for... All right. Thank God for these notes. Thank you, Leonie. Notes for episode 24. Older Rafal is not the same Rafal we know since the first episode. More information about that after you've watched episode 25. Okay, well, never mind what I was saying, because I was saying, like, that's definitely Rafal. Because, I mean, it's just so weird, though, because he has, like, the same... I can take these out now. He has, like, the same motivations. But, okay, I will take your word for it, and I will just go... I'm just gonna go with it. Okay? We're just gonna... Rafal's here. Just deal with it. References in the OP that you must look for in the final episodes. Older Rafal is shown right before you see young Rafal in the flames. Small detail, but so impactful. I did not notice that. I will look next time. In the other versions of the OP, you see in the final sequence that the orb amulet disappears in Rafal's hand, but in the final version, the amulet appears in Albert's hand. Ooh, a sign that the whole heliocentrism idea is the responsibility of Albert, and he takes over the legacy of all the previous protagonists. See, that's what I was kind of wondering, you know, because I feel like one way that you could interpret this whole thing with Rafal is like... And I know, like, this has been a theme the whole entire time, was like, you pass this down, and the person who inherits it is now getting it a step closer, a step closer. And so since we're ending with Albert, I'm guessing he's the one who gets it where it needs to be public. But I do like that, like, if none of that was ever really known to anybody else because of what happened in the previous episode, then it really is Albert. Albert's the one bringing it to light. He takes over the legacy of all the previous protagonists. The priest Albert is talking to in the church is probably the blonde monk who was training to be an inquisitor with Novak, along with the nice monk who saved Yolanta. This is not 100% confirmed, but in Ep 25 there are clear hints that it could be him. Just look out for it in the next episode, and then it moves on to 25. Wow! I'm like, why do I feel like... I saw the blonde hair, and of course I see blonde hair in a monk, and the first thing I think is Badeni, but I'm like, that's definitely not Badeni, because I know Badeni's voice anywhere, because you know I know Badeni's voice anywhere, because you know. I won't get into it, because everyone gets tired of me going on and on about JoJo's, but anyway. But the blonde monk that was training with Novak, that would actually make sense, because that was... Well, I don't know if I don't know like how old that monk's supposed to be, but I think it could work. I think it could work depending on like the amount of the time jump. I think we're still in the I think we'd still be in that person's lifetime. So that's interesting. I'll look out for that, because I was kind of looking. I'm like, oh, wait until this. I was waiting for the priest to start telling like a little bit about himself. Because I'm like, oh, it's definitely going to be like something we should know. So I'm glad that I kind of know that now going to hear the hints, because I knew this must be somebody. And I wonder if is it the same voice actor? I would be very curious to know. Because I was like listening for the voice. You know, I mean, unfortunately, not everyone has a voice like Novak where you could like pick it out of a lineup of 1,000 other voices. But, okay, so that's not... The only thing I can think is that, like, I don't think they would do something like, oh, all of that, like, never happened, and it was, like, Albert made up a story based on the people he knew in real life. But that's kind of the only thing I can think of. I don't think that's it. I don't think they would take the stories of the people that made so, like, we've gotten so invested in them, and it's made such an impact, and been like, okay, so none of that really happened. It was, you know, it was a story made by this person who actually discovered heliocentrism. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I honestly have no clue. And the thing is, I feel like if I conjecture, I'm going to conjecture everything wrong. I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to go with it. But thank God for Leonie for doing those notes, because at least now I have, like, I have a cool breeze in hell now in terms of knowledge and information. So thank God for that. But in terms of what we actually, just all the other stuff aside, what we actually covered in this episode, I kind of like that Albert has a combination kind of a lot of the other protagonists and characters that we've come to know along the way. I feel like he has a combination of some of the elements. I was say elephants. I'm dying of heat stroke up here, you guys. Some of the elements of the concepts that kind of drove them, you know, like we have Rafal, or son, not the real Rafal, but we have a Rafal in front of us who has motivations that align with the Rafal that we did get to know previously. So we have him, and we know what his motivations are. He very much has that, like, you know, he just was consumed by this idea that, like, he was so passionate about learning about astronomy that, like, he would do anything. He would even lay down his own life for it. And we see that kind of passion in Albert. We see that Albert has kind of been jaded on it a little bit and is now scared to look at the stars again, which is an Oxy thing. I don't know how to quite stretch this to Badeni, except that maybe if, you know, another Oxy thing, if we were in a group where we were freely exchanging ideas and information and just really, like, you know, we know that Badeni at one time felt like that wasn't a very good thing to do. It should only be left to, like, certain people. And maybe I could stretch this by saying Albert now kind of has the idea that, like, he just has the idea that nothing good can come from learning. Like, nobody, like, we shouldn't even, nobody should be worried about this. But I guess maybe we can kind of try to, like, squeeze Badeni's original motivations in there a little bit. We have, you know, I don't know why, I just am kind of feeling a little bit of a Yolenta vibe too, with just, like, his wanting to learn more. And, like, well, I know why I'm feeling it, is because she did want to learn more. She did want to, and also somebody who, and they didn't emphasize this a ton, but they did go out of their way to kind of make it known to us, like, this is somebody that would not ordinarily have been learning this kind of thing. You know, his father had to really fight for this right for them to have access to information. They were peasants. Ordinarily, they would not be, you know, the ones learning to read. Presumably, I think maybe they would learn to read, but they wouldn't really be, like, learning at this level. And we know Yolenta had that as well, that, like, you know, being a woman, she really was not the candidate for a scholarship. So that's interesting. I don't know how to fit Draka into this yet, but I do feel like, in a way, maybe I'll have more insight on that after. I feel like he is kind of a perfect combination of all the protagonists and people who have been on board with heliocentrism up to this point. So that is very interesting. Thank God for the notes. Thank God for Leonie making the notes. Thank you, Leonie. And yeah, just... wow, I'm gonna go like hydrate before the next one, because, like, good God, I don't even know what awaits me in this finale. Wow. But I will be looking out in the intro too. I was really looking very hard in this one, trying to see everything that was different, but I promise, try to pick out the things that are going to be different in the next one. All right, you guys, that's, like, all I have. That was a really good episode. It's very, I don't know why, but, like, same on Dr. Stone, like, all this stuff about, like, the wonder and just, like, the world around you just being, like, I don't know, there's just something about it that just makes me want to cry. And I did kind of tear up in that episode, and I don't know. There's something so human about it, you know? There's something so, like, it's something we can all kind of relate to, you know? We're not all scientists, we're not all astronomy enthusiasts, or, you know, necessarily, but, like, I think we can all kind of relate to that feeling that, like, we all at times have probably felt like there's something connecting us. You know what I mean? I think we could all probably say, like, that's a thing. It makes you feel very small, but very, like, special at the same time. I don't know. I think maybe I'm just dying a heat stroke. It's possible. I'm just full of it. So, all right, guys. Oh, the last one. I don't know how to feel, because in a way I'm like, I want to consume it as quickly as possible right now. And on the other hand, I'm kind of like, oh, we're gonna, like, this is it. Like, this is it. It's not a multiple season series to my knowledge. This is it. So I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Lay your theories on me. We'll get into it. Please do not leave me now. Please be sure to join me next time for the finale of Orb. And we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.